Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Little Cup with no Bronzor at all, no Wynot, no Ducklet, no super meta Pokemon other than the Seal, and of course we're gonna pair it with Wooper and Stanky. Those three mons are gonna be extremely useful in the Little Cup, and with that in mind we also have towards the end of the video the giveaway winners, so stay tuned till the end or just skip anything over here and go over there on the end and see who won that thing, the Melmetal ticket for this season and the double Iron Bass move. Anyways, we're gonna have now the Vulpix on the Switch. I think I totally missed the start here, and we have a lot of options with our Seal because those leaks are gonna deal a lot of damage, and as you're seeing, this team can work pretty nicely against Bronzor, able to completely wall it down. You saw that we also have the Shadow Stanky, but instead of the Bronzor at the back, they have a Drifloon, which is just gonna get melted down. However, we still have to pass from this Seal because they're gonna apply a lot of pressure with those leaks and the Aqua Tails, but still we have a lot of options since they have now the Drifloon, and of course we can farm down because we don't care at all about the debuffs at all. We have now the Dino in the next one, and our Wooper is gonna be able to do a lot of spammy damage into that Pokemon. Dino is not the best Pokemon for our team, but that's why I love Wooper. It can still go pretty rough against most of its counters, even a Ducklet, even a Dino, even a Cottony with those body slams. The only thing that is basically afraid of is gonna be the Drifloon. Other than that, I believe you're gonna be just fine with your Wooper, and even against the Drifloon you have a pretty handy backline. So down goes the Dino with a little bit of lag. I don't know what was that happened because they fainted and still went for the Pokeball to throw the next Pokemon. That was something that Niantic cannot withstand, I believe. But anyways, they have a Stanky of their own at the back, but the battle is not over yet. We are more damaged than them, but we can for sure reach to our move and get that final Seal back. Now we have to reach to our Aqua Tail to do severe damage to that Stanky of their own, and it's all up to the Seal. Can we reach the double Aqua Tail trainers? All we have to do is to get to the first one with ease and then outspeed to the next before that final turn of the confusion is registered, and we're gonna get that sweet victory against the trainer. That was a very close battle that this team still managed. Into the next one now, we're having the Bronzor up on the lead. Horrible lead scenario? Not so much, because according to PvPoke, we still lose this one, but still we have a very nice team around Bronzor, and we can definitely pressure a lot with super effective moves on every single end. We're just gonna go in now with our Seal because we might need that Wooper for the end game, since they do not want to switch out. Perhaps they have something like a Stanky of their own, something like a Vulpix at the back, that's why they're afraid of the switch. Anyways, let's see how they want to respond to my Seal now, because Bronzor is out of game. So Cottony here, let's get to those icy winds, dealing super effective damage, and at the same time we'll debuff that Cottony. So now we can definitely reach to our Wooper, and I make a poor choice of throwing here because they pass through a whole charm, and that can be devastating since now we cannot reach to our move, but it's all up to our Shadow Stanky. However, at the back there is gonna be the Meowth, which resists our moves, and down we go pretty fast to those fast attacks. What a crazy battle that was, and that's gonna be a loss for our team. Doesn't matter, we can still go through into the next one, and if you didn't notice, well, we are getting up on that ELO, and I totally got about 200 ELO with this team, close to 200, not exactly, so that was kind of a clickbait on the thumbnail, but still you're gonna see that this team isn't joking around at all. We're having now the Mud Bombs that can be more spammy than ever to that poor Bronzor, and we can connect the second one with this. We are both even on shields. At the back they have a Cottony. Once again, too many Cottonys since I tried to play a non-Bronzor team, which is weird. Poké, were you right? Perhaps. So now we're gonna be able to get the move on our Seal and still reach to that Aqua Tail, which might get a Seal, but they know better. Yeah, so they have no Seals at all, so don't mind me. Anyways, body slams now from our Wooper are just gonna be able to dominate against that Cottony, and it's all up to the Stanky now. Can we finish them off right on time? No, we cannot. Psyshock will take our final shield, but we are ahead on energy for the mirror battle, and we can barely reach to that crunch, and we're gonna take this victory pretty easy, not so much, and this is gonna be a close battle overall. Vulpix in the next one, you love to see it. Let's see now how they want to respond. Because Dino is coming in and we're having body slams which are just gonna do a lot of damage to that glassy Pokemon. We're also glassy, we might want to spend a shield if they do, and we can reach to another one for sure. At the back we have two Pokemon that can still handle that Vulpix, so I'm not that much of a hurry to switch out to my shield, but now I will do that because I know I can tank one move and still gonna be able to farm down. They have the Stanky on their own once again. This time though we can debuff it with our Icy Wind. They decide to completely farm down after they spend the last shield, and you know what, I have my own Stanky now which can do a lot of work against them. Those embers are still gonna do a lot of damage to my Stanky, so we have to take it, rely on Whooper for the closing scenario, and as it seems my Mud Shots are doing super effective damage, so we can absolutely completely farm down here, reach to the Mud Bomb, and that is gonna close this battle towards my victory, since we are dealing super effective damage and they are super classy, especially with the shadow bonus. We're just gonna go into the next one with the Cottony up on the lead. Horrible lead scenario, but still we cannot switch out because Stanky might be poison, but still it's gonna take neutral damage because of its dark typing, and we carry the move Bite which is resisted by Cottony. At this point we can spam those body slams and hopefully they're gonna take it because they might have a Bronzor at the back and they might think we're gonna be on a very good spot, so that is gonna be the issue. I totally forgot about this battle, so it happened, but anyways we got to seal the next move because whatever it is we want them to throw after we debuff them at least once. So here comes now the Icy Wind, able to bring that Bronzor at the 50% point, and we still have one shield to keep it for the end game and our Shadow Stanky. They decide to reach now to the next move, and you know what, right now we can definitely take it. Look at how little damage they're doing. We're just gonna do a little bit of damage with those leaks on the Stanky, and now it's gonna be a race to the farm down. We're definitely gonna seal this. We know that both Stanky and Bronzor are energy dry, so we're gonna bring our Whooper just to make a little bit of damage with those Mud Shots, and this is gonna be crucial because now we can farm down the total HP out of Bronzor and Stanky with our own Stanky, which is pretty crucial, and eventually will gonna bring us the win. Into the next one now, and we're having the Shadow Ducklet. The battles are crazy, even if they have a Why Not, even if they have a Bronzor, those battles are super fast and we can rely on this team to get some easy victories. So Ducklet, out of the way it goes, and they have the seal on the switch. However, we are a little bit, slight bit up ahead on energy, which means that we can debuff them first, and that is pretty crucial for this battle, because now we can definitely win this. Let's get now to the next Ice Wind. They decide to let that go through. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. If they blocked, I don't know if that could be a wise choice, but anyways, Ice Wind now can be taken much easier, and even if we try to farm down, they're gonna reach to the move, but still we can survive it because of all those debuffs, and we resist the moves in addition, so we're just gonna be in a very good spot. They have a tackle version of Bronzor, which means that our Stanky is gonna do a lot of work here, able to completely farm down. I believe they cannot reach a second move, right? No, they cannot. Down they go super fast, able to completely farm down the Bronzor with one shield, and now the crunch will not connect, but I was trying to go for the debuff, but still we're gonna fall at the same time. Almost lost it there with that crunch, but yeah, that damage was crazy. Into the next one, and we're having the Drifloon up on the lead. Horrible lead scenario, the one that we do not like at all, the one that we despise a lot, and we're having now on the switch the seal. However, once again we're having those Icy Winds, and we will try to pressure a lot for the second one. So if they shield here, perhaps they will shield because they want to remain up ahead of our Whooper. I'm not gonna shield. I think that I can take one move for sure. It is gonna be just an Aqua Tail, which means now that we might be on a very good spot trying to completely farm down. We can do that successfully and then go for the Icy Wind on whatever comes in because we're already super low. Our moves are not gonna connect for big damage, and all we can do is debuff our enemies. They see the Stanky, they back out, and this is gonna be a crazy victory for our team. Another bad lead, but still absolutely playable for my Hooper for the last battle trainers, and right after this we're gonna announce the giveaway winner, and we're gonna have the Icy Wind, I believe, which we can take by all means, and right after we're gonna switch out because now with the debuff we might be in a very bad situation, so we bait out that Bronzor, and guess what, our seal can still do a lot of work. And as we're seeing this battle being unfold against the Bronzor, it is gonna take a while, you know how it is. We're just gonna take a look at the giveaways winner, which is gonna be Abhishek Gaurav. I hope I pronounced this name correctly. Congratulations my friend, you just won the metal ticket for this season. Be sure to connect with me either on Twitter or the Discord, and I can add you so that I can give you that ticket. With that in mind now, we're gonna return into the next Pokemon because Bronzor is absolutely gonna take us out, and oh, we're gonna go down at the same time. What do they have at the back? This is gonna be the seal with the Icy Wind. I believe we're gonna lose this, right? There is no way we can win this. It is gonna be the Carvan at the back. Look at the crazy farm down on both ends, and we can still survive and finish off the seal. What a crazy ending, I totally forgot about it. Completely amazing stuff happening on the ending of today's content. Thank you for watching, trainers. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.